Man, what's going on, everybody? This is Life.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy Swallow.
And this is Adrian.
And this is Just Do the Damn Thing podcast.
Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to get right into the product of the week. The product of the week this week will be the classic OMG logo tee. There's only a black version. It used to be $30.99, and I believe right now it is $26.99. So you can get it on sale right now. I hope you guys support. Go to www.theomgbrand.com, hit the store, and just do the damn thing.
Do it. All right, guys. Thank you for tapping back in with us for another episode of Just Do the Damn Thing. Today's episode, we're going to have a little fun with it. Today we're going to talk about superpowers and what are our individual top 3 superpowers. We do share some of the same ones, so we're just going to go ahead and talk about them as they arise. So we'll go ahead and get it started with you, Adrian. What is your number 1 superpower?
I mean, I wouldn't say number 1, but it is one of the 3.
Okay.
All right. So one superpower I would have would be super speed, like Flash.
Same.
Mainly because, you get places extremely quick. You can do things extremely quick. I also like the high metabolism, I have to say.
Metabolism?
Yeah, because Flash burns so much calorie. Like, he has to eat, 30,000 calories?
Yeah.
30,000 a day?
Something like that, yeah. Because he burns, his body
burns.
is constantly burning calories. Even when he's not running, even when he's not.
Way more calories.
I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, so you can eat whatever you want, it won't even matter.
Right.
Because, literally, if he happens to some reason go without eating, he'll pass out.
Because everything in his body moves faster.
Yeah,
Right.
everything. Yeah, heart, everything.
Okay.
So his whole system is all.
And is
like
that from that Flash show on the CW, or has that always been the case? With
No,
him?
that's
'Cause I never
That's always been the case.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, I never remember hearing that about him. But okay.
So definitely, I mean, you can run across water, run back in time. Because I thought about time travel. It's well, you don't need that because you're the Flash. You can literally, reverse the world and go back in time. A lot of different and lots of benefits that come with super speed.
Right.
So.
That's I never even considered that about going back in time or time traveling or anything like that. I said super speed as well, just because I wanted to run fast.
There you go. It comes with so much more than that.
I just wanted to run fast, but now I know I got to eat hella just to be able to survive and stay alive. Because I just wanted to run fast just so I could be the fastest kid in school, so I could play football and be the fastest player on the field.
I wonder if they'd even let you play.
I would love to eat Big Macs all day, damn it.
I wonder if they'd even let you play. Because, on The Incredibles, the little boy, they make him, slow down. They tell the little boy to slow down because he has super speed.
Right.
So he runs track. He can run a little bit, but then he has to, slow down with the kid. So he's he feels like he's walking because he's really? And then he's like, okay, you can speed up a little bit, but slow down again, So that you got to play fair, because you can't just be,
right,
I
just
guess.
Dominating everybody.
Yeah. We'll be in the Olympics and nobody's ever going to win because I'm always going to be first place, So.
I'll take it though, just a slight jog, you know what I mean? And it just looks like
For
you're
you,
running.
you're just what is this?
Dusting everybody?
Yep.
So,
that's me, super speed. I mean, I would definitely use it to travel, have been a lot of places,
So if he could travel back in time, could you travel into the
he's
future?
went into the future as well, yeah. You can, make the world go faster the other way.
The time continuum when you run.
Yeah. There's obviously repercussions to it, so
never.
They say not to. I mean, they told him not to several times, but
I didn't know he was that damn fast.
We saved this conversation. Well, we didn't save all of it. We were just talking about he's the fastest in all the universes as far as DC, Marvel, anything. Because we were talking about what about Sonic? What about Quicksilver? What about Superman?
Okay.
And he's still actually, one thing said Sonic was faster, but Joe argues that that's not the case.
Let
us know in the comments. Yeah. So
okay.
I mean, I don't know. Sonic's not from this planet. It's possible.
Yeah.
But I guess Joe's argument is neither is Superman. So, but Sonic's also not human. So
I never heard about Sonic traveling in time. So.
Yeah, very true.
He actually has, but again, the only time he can do that is when he collects the stones, the gems.
Like Thanos, huh?
The emeralds. There you go. When he collects all the emeralds and he technically goes Super Saiyan, that's when he actually can go faster. But like his normal self is not that damn fast.
Okay.
Not as fast as Flash, but yeah, that's mine.
But
So
he's
why?
fast, but-
So you only chose Flash just so you can run fast, but now
Yeah,
you
just so I could be
So
the
do you
fastest
like the
athlete.
do you like the extra benefits?
No. I didn't care about any of that. Like, I literally just want to be a fast athlete. Like, I want to run track, win first place. I want to play football, want to score touchdowns. Like, I didn't care about all that extra, honestly. I just want to run fast. Like, what?
That's hilarious.
Now you're like, this might be too much upkeep. I gotta eat 30,000
I
calories.
know,
a
that's
day.
what I'm saying, man. I'm like,
I think they gave him some like they ended up like creating some like super food or something like that he could eat, and then
it's like dense, like hella calories.
something like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
So
right.
there's options. I'm
Right.
sure.
Okay, I'll take that.
Bodybuilder stuff you probably could do. So
Yeah.
you'll be all right. But yeah,
All
that's
right,
me.
I'll take it. What's the next one? Can we press it here?
There you go. That's mine right here, which I think maybe somebody else is up here, but this is
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
This is Teleportation. I chose this because Nightcrawler is one of my favorite superheroes in any universe, Marvel, DC, or any other off-brand ones. So like, I love like just him as a character, but also thought teleportation would be cool. If I wanted to go to freaking Japan, I can be like, I'm out. I'm going to Japan.
I have several questions,
Yes.
but if you're done, go ahead. I'll ask them after.
Okay. But the other things I like about him specifically is that he's a master at swordsmanship. He's also a master at different martial arts. He has heightened agility and all that kind of stuff. Of course, that doesn't come with teleportation powers just because you have teleportation powers. But if I was specifically him, I would get those.
Right.
So that would be amazing.
Teleportation is my number one superpower. I think like that's the only one you need.
Yeah.
I would say to be a superhero in my eyes, because you could be anywhere. You could do like you can't be stopped.
Yeah.
Like literally, you know what I mean? Like you be here,
Exactly.
doom, 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 doom. Like you could be like all different places in the room.
Yeah, technically the only person that can stop you is someone like Flash, because he can go faster.
Is he that fast?
Yes. It's been known that he stops people that have done teleportation. He actually moves so fast he goes in the same teleportation portal that they go.
Yeah.
And so,
Which is why I was gonna ask why you would want both, because it's kind of redundant, I
Right.
think.
It's,
Well, that could be- that
well
could be a
now,
reason.
yeah, well now knowing that the Flash is as fast as teleportation, then I'll just be like super fast. I can just be anywhere, right?
yeah.
So Joe, I was gonna ask because I know at first Nightcrawler couldn't teleport without seeing where he was going first. So you're talking about later, I'm assuming, right?
Well, of course, if you're gonna have teleportation powers, of course, I'm talking about the ultimate teleportation. I'm not talking about the baby steps.
So
that you have to
what
go through.
was his?
So at first, when he
had
first
to
started
be able to
teleporting,
see where he was going before he could teleport there.
Like he has. What do you mean he has to see? Like he has to envision it?
No.
No.
He has to physically
He has to actually see it with his
okay.
eyes.
He has to
see
It could be
with
far
his-
away, but he needed to be able to like see it to be
Oh,
there.
that
to,
would
to
suck.
go. Yeah. Well, that's how it was at first
And
until
later-
he
and
learned
later he
to.
realized that he can more imagine the place.
Which
and
would
then
make
go there.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of. Yeah. That's the only reason I didn't pick that, because I was like, well, is it being able to teleport just regardless, or being able to teleport only envisioning the place first? Because I remember that halted him a lot of times. He was like, well, I can't see where I'm going, and what if I end up? He's like, I can end up in a wall or end up in anywhere because I
Yeah.
But
can't
it's crazy
see.
because the way he teleports, he like creates this other dimension that he technically kind of is so used to that he damn near controls. So he can move a lot faster in that particular dimension than anybody else. So if anybody like Flash or someone like that goes into they're in his realm. So he's been known to like whoop people's asses. that try to get there. So yeah, Nightcrawler is amazing.
So
to me.
and then a question that I had with teleportation is, can you teleport like other physical objects? Like if
Yes.
I'm holding
Yes.
a water bottle
You can
anything
and
that you're
people.
holding
And your
or-
clothes.
and
People.
and people.
Like,
Yes.
literally just touch you.
Yeah, because I was saying I don't want to teleport naked. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, you
Like
can
I end
teleport
up
anything.
in fucking China, just butt ass naked. Like
That would be hilarious. Goku's teleport, the instant transportation. Yeah.
oh yeah, when you would do
Just
this,
goes
right?
boop, and he's
Yeah.
there. That's of course me and anime. We go way
Yeah.
back, so
I always wanted to be a Saiyan, to be real. They were
Yeah,
always the fastest. They could fly,
could do
everything.
everything.
Like I think they're better than the superheroes. But
But you have to actually get to Super Saiyan status. Not
Yeah.
everybody gets there.
Yep.
All right, what was the next one?
Oh yeah. Okay. What's the next one we got here?
Oh, that's mine. So super healing. Even though Joe Bravo, we were talking about this earlier, wouldn't necessarily want to be immortal because it kind of sucks after a while. You're just like, I'm still here.
Right, and
I just
everybody
wanna
you
be
know like already died.
dead, right? You're just
Yeah.
like, because Wolverine was over it. He was just
after
like,
he
can
go
you
through it.
just kill me some kind of way, please? Like, he'd been world wars and all kind of junk.
So he's a
just
vampire.
Technically.
Pretty much. He don't gotta drink blood for it though.
Yeah, exactly. Except he doesn't have the hindrance of having to drink blood, and he's able to walk around at any time.
I mean, you can kill Wolverine. You have to cut off his head, but
Deadpool's actually killed him before.
yeah, you have to cut off his head and leave it away from his body long enough for it. But
Okay.
yeah, so but still, but the just basically advanced healing. I don't remember. I was trying to remember. There was somebody who also had it that could actually give somebody else like temporarily advanced healing, or could heal somebody else temporarily, even though it would suck up their energy. I was trying to remember who that was earlier. But anyway.
Oh, he could heal somebody else?
Not Wolverine. It's a different superhero.
Right,
I can't remember who it was.
Well, I mean, technically you can do that with being rogue.
Yeah, I think that's who I was thinking
Because you
of.
can take other people's powers. So if he had healing, she can just touch him, and she has his powers now. So anybody.
But for herself, but she couldn't transmit it to someone else.
Yeah,
No,
we're
she
talking
couldn't.
about healing
But
somebody else.
if she took someone else's powers that can do that, then she can't. She can.
No, I was thinking that there was a superhero that could actually heal someone else.
And I think that would be a better superpower, to be able to like just touch somebody and like heal them, even though it would like take your own powers away.
There is somebody that does that. I just can't think of who it is.
Yeah, there's a
But
lot.
I don't remember if they can heal themselves and other people, because that's the thing. You would want, because what if you're dying? Yeah, but what if you die? Then it's useless. So,
Right, yeah.
like you said, I would want both. Like, I'd be able to heal myself and I can heal other people. But just advanced healing. But unfortunately, for most people that do, or most superheroes that have advanced healing, immortality just kind of comes with it because your body doesn't deteriorate at all. You know what I mean? Your muscles stay intact, your skin stays intact. You just look the same age forever. And who?
There's a guy named Mr. Negative that can that he actually cured cancer with his.
Oh wow!
Oh.
So that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, it would be cool if it could come with healing other people too, because I would want that. But definitely be able to heal myself. But like I said, I wouldn't want to be immortal. But I guess it just comes with, just like the Flash, you have to eat 30,000 calories a
Right, yeah, you got
day.
everything else that comes with it.
Which actually, doesn't Flash have advanced healing also, Joe?
Yes.
So
He has
there you go.
advanced healing as well. So
Yeah.
technically, you wouldn't even need his powers if you had Flash's powers.
Yeah.
Right.
The only thing different is technically Wolverine heals faster than the Flash does.
I figured that.
Okay.
So there you go.
His is almost damn near instantaneous, and Flash has to.
Well, how does
take a
Flash
break.
self-heal though? What does that have to do with speed?
Because his body processes
is-
stuff faster.
Yeah, so like,
so the healing process
everything-
is automatically
yeah,
faster.
You know how your white blood cells are destroying every virus because nothing can beat the speed of.
Right.
But the sucky thing is, if he ever gets, and it's happened, where somebody stomps his or halts his speed, dampers his speed, he can't heal. It dampers everything.
Dampers the control of the speed force.
So he
not
can't.
able
So
to
then he
tap
can't
into
do
it.
anything. He can't
He's a
speed. He
human
can't
at that point.
heal. Can't do anything. So then he could die if you stop him long enough and he was
Right.
hurt. So I'll go with Wolverine's healing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's mine.
Advanced healing. What's next?
That's yours.
Mind reading. Yeah, I would love to be able to read minds. Like if I was a superhero, I think this would be very lucrative, because if you can read your enemy's mind and know what moves they're gonna make before they make them, like why not? You know what I mean?
People just
my wife said this is a creepy
yes,
superpower.
that's what I was thinking.
Why? Why is it creepy?
I don't. Okay, so I know. I'm gonna assume and say that you just want to be able to do it at your leisure.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
like-
Yes, I
because
can control
when
it.
Professor X first got it, he couldn't control it. He just heard everybody's everything all the
That
time.
would suck. I go
Same as
crazy.
Jean Grey, same
Yeah,
thing.
and he was like going crazy because it was like, I just hear all these thoughts like everywhere. And so I don't know, people crazy though. I don't want to hear what people think. I'm glad I don't know. Like, cause you're like, oh, I'm gonna stop this bank robber, and they're over here thinking, you're like, I didn't want to know that. I didn't want to know that. I didn't want to know that you cheated on your wife yesterday
Right.
with a
The only
stripper.
thing
I didn't want to
would
know
be
that.
helpful for that is the people that are going to do something bad, and you read their mind to be able to stop them before they're
Again.
able to do it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I would want. Mind reading powers. As a regular human, though, like, probably not. Like, I'd rather not be in other people's heads. But if I was a superhero and I had to stop crime,
I'm sure you wouldn't look at people the same way at all. You would be like, I want to be in a bubble.
But the cool thing,
oh,
the cool
goodness
thing
gracious.
though,
People could read my mind. Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
I feel like a super nerd, but here we go. So if you had,
Go ahead.
if you had Professor X's powers, like that comes with all psych stuff, you can technically not only hear people's thoughts, but you can control people's thoughts and control what they do.
But he never uses that because he doesn't want people to. He doesn't want to play God.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
exactly.
like that's impeding on their free will. So
Exactly.
I could
So
see.
technically-
Yeah, so he
that's
tries to
God.
get in their head and change their thought. I mean, make them change their mind and
Yeah,
say,
he
"Hey, you don't have
implements
to
a
do
thought in their
this," you
head.
know.
Right.
But yeah, he has done it a couple times where he forced somebody to do the right thing because he didn't want
I
people
mean,
to die.
technically in like the Marvel comic books, he's done it to where, you know, he made someone kill themselves because, you know, it was really gory. Like the X-Men, like the original comic books,
Right.
It's really gory.
You made
But
somebody
anyway,
kill themselves? Dang.
There's several psych people that have done that, but yeah.
But so you just want to be able to hear what they're thinking, but you don't want to be able to like do anything about it or.
Like change it or manipulate their thoughts or anything like that. No, I just want to know that this guy, hey, at 3 o'clock,
But
we're
that
gonna
has
go
to
rob this
be-
bank.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what though?
Exactly.
It has to be like. Oh, I would just say the downside of that is. If you can't stop it, you're gonna live with knowing you knew something was going on. And then this
Right.
is something Professor X deals with. He can't save them all. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And so you're reading minds all over the place. All the people trying to do bad things, but you can only help whoever you can help.
Right.
So then you're gonna
That's
live with the
true.
guilt that you know
Unless you
that
have
you
the
couldn't
X-Men
save
team.
that one person over there. You know
What'd you
what I mean?
say?
Unless you have the X-Men team.
Oh,
Yeah.
they got a whole squad.
Squad up.
Problem
Still,
solved.
there's
But
only
no,
so many
yeah.
X-Men. But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, because
that
you
would
can only
suck.
save so many people, right?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, and people.
And
I
you gotta
mean,
pick and choose like which one's more important.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and that's a lot. That's a heavy burden.
Yeah, heavy burden.
Yeah, so.
I
feel you,
I'd still
Professor
want
X,
to
I
go.
feel you.
No, I think I mean, you just have to know that that's the case. Like,
Right, yeah.
and you
Comes
just
with it.
Yeah.
That's crazy, huh? Like we think like these superpowers are like extravagant, they're so amazing, but there's like the other side of it, everything that comes along with it. you
Yeah,
gotta
just like the
consider.
Flash with I said super speed. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. It's time travel, but every time he's done it, he jacked things up more and made things worse in the present. And then it was like, you know, people was like, I didn't want you to change that or whatever. And
Right.
like now you're manipulating other people's lives and other people's,
Because, like,
you know.
for instance, one thing he did was when he went back in time, he ended up doing something that changed every single person's history.
'Cause it's a
one
butterfly
person-
effect.
One person
Right.
had a daughter at first, and then he
They had-
changed it, and then
they had a son.
instead. Or, you know, or
Right.
somebody was never created at all. Type
Right.
of situation. So that would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we go to the next one.
Oh, okay, yeah. What do we got?
Hey, this is my favorite.
This one is interesting. I gotta talk. I got a couple questions about this one.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. So this is mine. So technically, I kind of cheated with this one. But
Ain't no kinda, you cheated.
hey, you know what? It's all good.
I don't know what we got. I would want to be a vampire because you're stronger than normal human, fast, healed on your own. The
Yeah.
only downfall is being immortal, and you gotta drink
Drink
blood in
blood.
order to survive.
Yeah, that sucks.
And then you probably gotta kill people just to drink their blood.
There you go, Joe. There was all the
Yeah,
all
but
I would do
okay. Back, oh, he's like, this is a Spider-Man expert right
right.
here.
You know
Right.
those things. But
Okay.
the cool thing about Spider-Man is he actually technically has everything a spider has. So spiders have, just like ants do, they can pick
Sense
up
danger.
a lot more times than their
Like
body
way
weight.
stronger, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
So
Yeah.
now, if you equate that to his mass now, now he can pick up a rhino now and with ease.
Right.
So now he has super strength, and then of course, you know, the spider have, you know, these sticky things on their freaking
Tentacles?
legs. Legs.
I don't think it's tentacles. I think,
Spiders don't have
legs.
tentacles?
Spider legs.
I think that's for sea creatures,
Okay.
but I don't know.
I guess you would say octopus would be more tentacles,
Right.
but yeah, spiders have, you know, a whole bunch of legs, and they have, you know, sticky stuff on them to be able to climb walls, and then of course they can spin webs. Webs is crazy because you can trap people in them.
And they're super
Yeah, they're
strong.
super strong as
Yeah.
hell. So just like and imagine how strong it is for him compared to a small ass spider, because it's heightened now.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's true.
That's how he's been able to capture so many bad guys, is literally just web them, and they can never say, especially if they're human.
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
they're
they're
just
done
like-
for. Done for.
Look at that, they're in a straitjacket at that point. And then, of course, my favorite thing is my favorite two things is the height and agility and the spider sense. So spiders have a lot of different eyes on their self, on them, and they're capable of seeing a lot of peripherals.
Right.
And they also have a keen sense of what's around them. So that's why
Yeah, they can sense danger coming.
So that's what
Exactly.
that's what I was
That's
going to
the
ask
spidey
you
sense.
about is the spidey senses is they can detect.
Yes, they detect. I was about to say that, but they detect low vibrations around them, so they can feel like the vibrations that people are walking around. So that's the reason why when you step, they immediately skirt off because they can feel that, so
Right.
they feel danger immediately and then run. That's their instinct.
Yeah.
Or to
But it's
move out
not just
way.
the vibrations, right? They could just sense
Well,
something's wrong.
Well, yes, but part of that is because of more of it is because of the vibrations that they're able to feel.
Right.
Because that makes them react a lot quicker than just their sense alone. And then,
Many
of course,
species
how
also
many
bear
eyes they
hairs that
have,
sense
they're able to
vibrations.
see a lot of things at once.
So can Spider-Man see? Like, does he have like a big like peripheral
Yes.
vision? And
He has
stuff like
he
that?
has a wider vision. He has super strength, obviously, because again, you have to think of it as
Right.
a spider that's freaking our size. So
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a lot crazier than you would imagine. So that's why he's my favorite superhero. He always has.
But
been.
I didn't know that he had like peripheral vision. Like he has like a wider.
He has technically like a wide angle camera lens type of situation where he can see a lot that's going on, and then also of course with his vibration sense, he can feel things in the air. He can feel things on his feet. So so that's the reason why he gets a tingle, and then he'll be able to dodge or do something because he has heightened agility as well. Because that's what spiders do. Like especially like jumping spiders. Like I've had my cousin Michael. I'm sure he remembers this. He tried to capture a jumping spider, and he took one step, and the spiders jumped on his leg. So, but since my cousin Michael's not scared of spiders, he just captured it regardless. But still, like that's how good their reactions are. Like he would never been able to capture that spider. Now, of course, again, it's heightened with somebody that size.
Right. Yeah. So it's amplified.
Amplified.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you can kill a spider, but what if you try to kill a spider that's our size or 6 foot tall?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So like, what would be the downside? Because you could just squish a spider, like they're really delicate.
Exactly.
So it'd be the same thing for a human, though, right? If you're able to get a hold of them.
Exactly. Because he's been known to be able to like pick up like cars with ease. So and those are like some of them are like ton time thing where he just like with one hand.
I didn't know spiders were strong like that. I know ants are. But I didn't know
there's
spiders
a lot
were.
of
Like little insects
that are capable
like that.
of doing that. So again, everything's heightened. So that's the reason why I obviously will pick Spider-Man.
And that's why he's your favorite
He's my
superhero
favorite
of all time.
superhero of all time. I'm a nerd out every single time I see Spider-Man, and especially now with Miles Morales. So that's amazing too that they have, Black Spider-Man. Yeah. Well, even though he's half black, but shout out to all my brown people too. He's half me and you, man.
There it is. Did we have another one? Or I think that was it, wasn't it?
Nope. Last one is mine.
Here we go.
So last one is mine. It's Mastery of Magic. So Doctor Strange is one of my top 3 Avengers. Probably one of my top superheroes of all time. I just love his power. Mastery of Magic just sounds like okay, so you can do magic.
I know, that's what I thought. I was like,
no. He can change your whole reality in like seconds. Like, if you first of all, if you haven't watched any of the Doctor Strange, you haven't watched Doctor Strange. I've probably seen that movie about 1,600 times. Because again, Joe will tell you, I'll turn that on quickness and seen it so many times. But literally, he masters dimensions, worlds, other like universes. He can change your reality in a second. Like you think you're here.
He manipulates your reality.
That's one of his many powers.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say because that's a spoiler if people haven't seen the Spider-Man movie, but the most recent Spider-Man movie, he was in it, and something he did in there was freaking amazing, but then it was also bad. But yeah, he can. There's so much stuff he can change anything and everything pretty much.
Yep, he can technically open a portal to a whole nother place and all that kind of stuff. He does all kinds of magic.
So this is what it says on Google. It's phenomenal magical abilities that enable him to skillfully conjure myriad spells. Strange has been able to use his spells to bind opponents and create complex shields, barriers, among many other uses for defense and attack. And that's just like...
That's the lightweight.
That's like a minuscule of what he can do. It's crazy.
So what's the downside with him? Or like what's the downside
because of the fact that he can do pretty much anything, he has to walk a very fine line about what he decides to do,
Right.
because it can change the entire reality or world of everyone and anyone.
Technically destroy all of
Planets, universes.
reality.
Yeah, he broke reality. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's so his power is so powerful that he really has to contain and only do within the lines, because he can color outside really bad and just so
I say he sounds like a god. Like he could just manipulate, just change
Everything.
like
Pretty much.
literal
I mean,
physical matter, right?
The only person that can do that particular portion of it is create different realities, is who we said earlier, Professor X.
Okay.
He can, especially with Cerebral on, he can actually reach every single person in the world and implement a whole new.
But I mean,
reality.
Doctor Strange can reach
Right.
other universes, other worlds.
Yeah. I'm saying the only person that can
Even close.
Yeah.
But yeah, so his powers are beyond the scope of what we could even think. Like probably whatever you think he could do, he probably could do that. But like, have you ever seen the Doctor Strange?
No, I haven't.
Netflix, you need to watch it. But like literally, like even just on there, he does a mirror dimension where there's two dimensions acting at the same time, and he shows that. He shows how like you're walking on the street, but next thing you know, he changes everything. Now you're walking on the side of a building, and the whole world is spinning, and you look down, and it's crazy.
And when he does that, he really does that, or it's all in your head. He makes you think that you're in another
he
reality.
actually takes you to.
Oh, he actually morphs it.
He actually takes you there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so you're there.
To
So
a
you
world
have to
that he
go through a portal to get
Right.
back, and you have to conjure a portal to get out of it.
Oh, I see.
So if you can't conjure the portal, you're stuck. So the only other person that can do that is obviously he works with other people that because they teach it, and he becomes the sorcerer supreme. So he's the ultimate sorcerer. But you have to know that magic to do it. It's crazy. But yeah, so that's mine. Just to be able to change a whole world or change a reality in a matter of seconds would be amazing. But also terrifying, because you're just like, you have to be, just like all the other powers we were saying, you have to be careful because it could do bad things also. But yeah, you need to watch Doctor Strange. That's your homework.
I think, Joe.
Oh, you already did your last one?
Yeah.
His
remember I
was-
had,
he had
teleportation, the speed, and the mind reading.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, this is mine. Elemental control. So as you see here, you see Avatar. Avatar was capable of mastering all the different elements. Water, which includes ice, because you can do anything with the water and all its different varieties of it. Fire, same thing. Steam and everything else that's around it. You can combine certain powers and all that kind of stuff. You have earth powers, where you're able to control the dirt beneath you and do absolutely everything.
Trees, everything.
Everything that's earth.
Okay.
You can talk to everything that's part of the earth. And then you
Fire.
have wind, which obviously.
Wait, did you say fire?
Yeah. He said fire.
I already said fire.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
So wind, you can make like tornadoes and things like that if you want to.
You can make tornadoes. You can become a tornado and just like ride the wind all the way like that. You can fly technically, because you can keep the air, especially how you're supposed to keep it to hover yourself. There's a lot of things think of like a hurricane, what kind of destruction it does to communities. Like at the snap of a finger, you can just say, "Here you go."
And just to be able to master all four elements, you can combine them and do
Exactly.
all
What
kind
if
of
you had a
crazy stuff.
hurricane that was just full of fire, or full of ice or rocks just coming
Right.
at you at the exact same time? So that's again another cheat move. But hey, you gotta think outside the box. Open minded.
I mean, I guess you could say Doctor Strange is kind of a cheat. Like I said, that's
Low key.
Exactly.
anything you could
And
imagine.
technically, all our characters that we reference are a cheat. Like, all the things that they're capable of doing.
Right, because they do more than one thing like that. Yeah. So does Avatar? Can he control all the elements?
Yes,
Okay.
eventually. At first,
Eventually, at
the
first
whole
he does.
show is that he only can do wind, and he has to learn to master the four, or the three. Sorry.
Okay.
So, and then Legend of Korra, which is his great granddaughter, she can only do she can only do water,
Yeah.
and then she has to learn to do wind,
And everything
earth, and
else.
fire. For some reason, fire is always the hard one for them. It's always the difficult
Well,
one.
that's because water is the polar opposite of of
But why
water.
for wind?
Wind, it actually is a supplement for fire. So if you're using your wind and fire at the same time, you can ignite something that you probably can't control.
But yeah, fire ends up always on the shows. It ends up being like the last one that they tackle because it's the
only
hardest,
thing
I
that
guess.
can deaden fire is earth.
That's true. Wait, no, water, right?
Well, water can with a mass amount of it.
Right.
So if you don't have enough to engulf, I guess it's the same thing with earth as well. But you know,
And wind.
yeah, wind is
Well, wind can spread fire too, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You have
if it's not enough or not powerful
you
enough.
have to create
Otherwise,
a
it could just put it out.
You
know
have
what I
to
mean?
create like a vacuum, like you know,
Which he does all the
flash over
time.
that, where he runs in a circle.
Avatar
creates a
does that all the
tornado.
time too.
Yeah, I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
And then you run the circle, tornado, and it goes out and
Yeah,
disperses.
engulfs the fire, so it just can't even. There's nothing you can do. Like
I
trying
learn
to.
something.
I did learn something today.
Swillo
'cause
got some homework.
I'm not big on superheroes, like I said. So I did learn some crazy stuff, like about the Flash. I didn't know.
Oh,
he had
forgot
an
about the
ink.
elementals, Joe. You could have said them. The elementals.
What?
The elementals.
Oh, is that from Spider-Man?
No.
Yes, that is from Spider-Man.
Wait,
Yeah.
that is. I was talking about the elementals. They're not.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. I can say that. I could also say what we said earlier, which is Sailor Moon. But Sailor Moon has even more elements under their belt because if you
Yeah, because they have planets.
Yeah, exactly. They can control planets. They can control time. They can control how people feel.
Talk about anime.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
All right. So what's your top 3 superpowers? We want to know what you guys think. We did get some comments already. We appreciate that. Drop some more comments down below. Get the conversation going. What's your top 3 superpowers? I'd love to know. I know I learned a lot of things
So would
about
you
these superpowers
would
today.
you keep now that you know with teleportation and speed? Would you keep them both, or would you?
I'd probably just keep the speed then if it's basically teleporting, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you move so fast, you're technically teleporting. Then
Yeah.
I'll just keep the speed. And
I
I'll be
mean,
the
to the
fastest
naked
one on
eye,
team.
it's not. You're gonna. That's what they're gonna think you did. You're like, how did you get over there that fast?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
true. That's true. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hop into the next segment, or do we got an ad reel for us today? All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break, run this ad reel for you guys. We wouldn't be here without them, so stay tuned. Nope.
Well, I guess we don't have any ad
That was
reels.
it.
Man, that was the quickest ad reel I've ever seen.
I'm gonna
You know,
go to every one of those
That's
businesses.
how much we love you. We want to come back
Every
quick.
one of those businesses I'm going to. Yes. All right.
But yeah, so the next part is one of my favorite parts. Like I say all the time, today I learned because I believe you should learn something every single
Learn
day.
you something.
Yes, sir. So this is Today I Learned from the subreddit, and go ahead, Suelo.
Let's go. Go ahead, Adrian. Take it from here.
Today I learned Nike's Cortez shoes were going to be called Aztec, but Adidas threatened legal action because of their Azteca gold shoes. In response, Nike decided to name the new model after Hernan Cortez, whose expedition led to the Aztec Empire's fall.
Dang, that's petty.
Alrighty.
That's funny.
So they named them Cortezes after Hernan Cortez, who led the expedition to the Aztec.
So like,
Dang.
oh,
Because
That's-
he's from Spain, right? That's what this refers
Yes,
to, the Spain
yes.
conquistadors.
Conquistadors.
Conquistadors went into...
You can say it better in Spanish than me.
Conquistadores went into Mexico and just took over.
Yeah, Aztecs and Incas.
That's petty.
That's amazing. That's funny.
Well, okay.
Wow,
What's
Nike.
next?
That's all I got.
What's next? Today I learned even wild rodents enjoy running on wheels. When wheels were placed in nature, free-living wild mice were observed to spontaneously run on them. The average maximum speed achieved by wild mice was higher than the captive mice reached in a laboratory. Are they talking about how they do the rats just have them run in the little wheel
Exactly.
thing?
Like a hamster kind of
Yeah.
thing.
What? Like what? Why are mice attracted to that? Like in the wild? Like, oh, here's the wheel. Like, oh, this is fun.
I know, you would think it'd be like, this is a trap. Like, why am I in this?
They're
Yeah.
like little kids. You know?
Right? That's what it seems like. Little
Oh
kids.
my God, I've never seen this before.
This is so fun. Hey, come over here.
Like, seriously, Will, did I?
Like, you realize
You gotta drive.
Man, exactly.
the very definition of running in place. Like, you're
For real.
going nowhere.
Hey,
You're okay
like
with that?
exercise, you know.
I guess. You should exercise outside.
Treadmill, the
Okay.
mice treadmill. That's crazy. What do we got next, Joe?
Today I learned Frederick Douglass had a growlery, where he retreated to think deeply, write, reflect, and growl. Oh,
And
wow.
growl.
Okay.
A growlery.
Wait,
I know a lot about
who's Frederick Douglass? I think you might know. Who's Frederick Douglass?
Frederick Douglass is a activist in the, I want to say 1800s. He wrote a lot of books. Oh yeah, that's him with the crazy hair. You probably seen the picture before.
Yeah. That's,
He actually
wasn't he a slave?
yes, he was abolitionist.
Okay.
So he helped. He was actually a slave. Yeah, and he got free. And so then he was abolitionists are people who are trying to free slaves. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
So yeah, he actually spoke to the president about it and everything. He's a very famous guy.
Love to growl, apparently.
I didn't know that. Did not know that.
That wasn't in the history book.
And oh yeah, I did
way of
mention that. But yeah, he learned to read and write. He taught himself how to read and write, which is one way he actually got free because he learned how to read and write. So yeah, yeah. That's why I said he met the president. Yeah, he met him, yeah. So yep.
There it is.
He helped with the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman. Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Write, reflect, and growl. You gotta growl. I mean, you can't have the others without a little growling. Like, you know what I mean?
This is the weirdest fact ever. Shout out for Black History Month next month, I guess. I'm gonna save that one. Okay.
Everybody out there, just give a
Weird
big old
facts
growl.
about
Big growl to make you feel better, I promise.
It's meditation.
Hey, people do that. Speaking of that, just real quick before we go to this one, don't people do that when they work out? Like, you know, you watch this.
Grunting, it's so annoying. Some guy was doing it this morning. I'm like, dude, it's not that serious. Just lift the weight.
They tell you on the, what's that? I forgot that dude's name, the crazy dude that always has the videos, but he was like, scream, yell it, do whatever you gotta do. And I'm just like, why though?
Yeah, why?
Sitting there barking.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Today I learned stink bugs can taste spicy like Red Hot's candy, cinnamon gum, cinnamon, apples, or iodine, and are eaten in some parts of Mexico, Africa, and India. What? Why?
Oh, I just got it that people eat stink bugs.
That's what I'm just trying to understand. Yeah. Why though? Hey. I'm wondering your breath is gonna. Okay.
Stink?
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering.
There are a lot of poor parts in Mexico, Africa, and India, though. Like,
is that why they're eating stink bugs, or is it a delicacy?
Maybe.
I have to know.
You said because what? Because they're delicious?
No, I said because it's a delicacy.
Yeah.
They're magically delicious.
They got big red in Mexico.
I know.
Man.
You're like, hey, I ain't got the quarter. I'm getting this stink bug instead.
Stink bug?
Yeah. What kind of stuff is that? All right.
I would never eat an insect. Would you guys?
Nah, I'm good. I mean, you eat them when you eat chocolate, so it kind of is there.
Chocolate covered crickets.
Chocolate? Yeah, have you tried them? Chocolate covered crickets? Never tried it. But I might though, because I like chocolate though, so I take that back.
Well, I'm saying for that reason you eat bugs all the time.
Right, because they're in the chocolate, right? I remember reading that. Yeah. What's next? Today I learned of the Sony Rootkit scandal. In 2005, Sony shipped 22 million CDs, which when inserted into a Windows computer, installed unremovable and highly invasive malware.
Wow.
The software hid from the user, prevented all CDs from being copied, and sent listening history to Sony.
Joe, you a tech, so explain.
Yeah, explain this. So the CDs that had actual music on it would install this software on there as well?
Well, malware is a virus, isn't it?
Yeah, so it pretty much takes over your computer technically.
And it prevented you from burning CDs.
So they had
Sony's crazy. What?
They pretty much had like a script that turned off your burning software. Or
right.
Wow. So what CD did you think you were getting?
No, so you got your CD. You just couldn't burn copies of it. That's what Sony was intending to do.
Oh, so it was just random CDs, though. I'm saying it wasn't like a certain artist.
Oh, right. I have CD. No idea. 22 million different CDs, apparently.
That's crazy.
That is a lawsuit, isn't it?
It is.
Like, bro, like you installed this on my computer, like what?
Unless it was in the fine print. Right. It was inside the little. It was inside the little thing, but under the fine print, like, hey, you put this in there.
Right.
Ain't nobody reading that.
Hella tiny right at the bottom.
This was in 2005, so flash drives were already around, so you could technically just reboot your whole entire computer with a flash drive.
You could, but the fact that you have to do that.
And ain't nobody tech like you, Joe. We ain't teching it up.
That's why you call me.
I didn't right, Sony. You're wrong for this, Sony.
Man.
You're wrong.
I wonder if they
Everybody
had
just
anybody
lost
sued. I would have sued and got my. I was like, you owe me a computer.
Probably. No, I want more than a computer. Damn
I want
it.
your life's pension, whoever.
Man, I want the CEO's salary. That's
But I
what
wonder
want.
if before we get off of it, did like something pop up or anything like?
No, it
Probably
was
not.
hid
It was
from the
malware
user
normally-
in the background.
Yeah, exactly. Normally malware runs in the background, and
Mhm.
like they have things where you can like take over people's keyboards. And
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Sony.
great. Just so you wouldn't burn a damn CD.
Today should have been petty. I learned
Man.
petty.
For
That's-
Oh my god, I
Sony
hate
and
Sony
Nike.
now.
Nike was petty with that too, but that was
For real.
funny.
But that one's funny though.
Yeah.
that one's crazy. Well, I guess that's it for today. I learned.
Learned some
Goodness.
great things
I hope
today,
you guys learned something today. I sure as hell did.
So I know a superpower. I want to learn that level of pettiness. I want to add that to my superhero powers.
Man, these
I will
are
that
never buy a
level of
PlayStation
pettiness.
again.
man, big companies like the level of pettiness, like
Yeah,
Man.
that's a superpower all its own right there.
man, that's another level.
That's crazy. Well, let's get into our next segment, which is another one of my favorite segments. All of them are my favorite, obviously. But Creative of the Week. So if you guys don't know, but we have the Bakersfield Music Awards, and on my journey to find talent for the Bakersfield Music Awards, I found these guys named Modern Wise, which is a rock band, and I actually loved their stuff, so I hit them up and said, hey, can I play your stuff on our podcast? And they said, of course. And, and they said they would reach out and support and actually share it. So
Okay.
this song is called Effortlessly Sly. Yes, it is a tongue twister.
Yeah, it is. Say that 5 times. Effortlessly slide. Effortlessly slide.
Yeah, so here we go. I hope you guys love this music video. Tell me what you guys think and let us know if they did the damn thing.
Drop it. Dope.
Man, that was super dope. That was Modern Wives, effortlessly sly. I love the girls' vocals. All the instrumentation was on point.
I love the quality. It was really good quality.
Exactly.
The
Everything,
the song was good too.
the way it was
really
mixed,
good.
all the instruments sounded really good.
It was very well. Whoever engineered that, shout out to them. Shout out to you guys for making a great music video and a great thing for us to listen to. I'm a huge rock person, so I love it even more because of that. If you guys want to actually vote for them at the Bakersfield Music Awards, you can actually there's a link in the description for the Bakersfield Music Awards. You can go on there and click one of the links on there to be able to vote. I think the voting ends February 11th, and you can vote for anybody. There's a whole bunch of categories, and you'll be able to vote for who you think is the best in that category. So go ahead and do that, Bakersfield Music Awards, and let us know if Modern Wives did the damn
They
thing.
definitely did.
They
I
did.
think they did.
They did. Let
No
us know,
argument.
guys.
Yes, sir. So
All
is that
right.
it?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. Everywhere you want to meet us, the OMG brand. Drop some comments below, guys. We'd love to talk to you, get a conversation going, whatever you guys want to talk about. But until then, we'll see you guys next week.
Deuces.
OMG. Where we keep going cause the party don't stop. We turn up, doing our thing, just living our lives, and we don't stop. Open my group so you know we won't flop. We on top. Come to the party, you don't wanna miss.